Hey guys, welcome back to Vinceville Custom. So today I'm sharing with you a Captain Britain 1/6 scale garage kit that I put together for someone. Now I did do a review on this. It is on my channel if you want to check out the kit. From what I understand, it is up for grabs. If anyone's looking to kind of complete like a Bowen Designs collection. It's in Bowen scale and it's pretty much sculpted and it feels like a Bowen statue to me. It really does. So I really enjoy doing this type of stuff for people just to get back to that Bowen era of statues. It's Captain Britain. He's pretty much straightforward. He's just basically in an all red outfit, blue, the Britain flags and stuff, and his, I guess, staff or baton, whatever it is. I really don't know the character. I never really read him growing up. I really don't even know this outfit too well. The other Britain I remember is the white outfit, but I think this is #2 version. I'm not really sure, but I forgot who sculpted it. It's all on that Garage Kit review channel, but it was fairly easy to put together. I took a little seam work only because this is actually the 3D print. This is not a resin copy. So I had to kind of fix some stuff. I had to rebuild the shoulder up in here because that was cracked and broken. When I put the legs together and I seamed it up and I lined it up with the base, there was a little bit of a gap. So what I did is I sort of rebuilt that area in there. But it worked out pretty good. Now what I did do for my friend is I actually magnetized his hand because it was separated. I figured instead of attaching this and trying to get paint underneath there, I figured I would just throw a magnet and make life easier for that. So this way, you don't have to worry about packing or anything breaking, because I have a fear that the way this is sticking out, it might break and stuff. What I also did do for him is I did put a rod up this leg here. So I put a rod up to about up there as far as I could with the ankle. I set up my typical brass rod set up there, and I just made sure that this won't go. Now he did come with 2 pegs to go into the base, but I didn't like the way they lined up, and I didn't like the idea of even trying to put a magnet in there, because when you have the way you can see the way these pegs sort of come down at angles. That typically is a bad idea because it doesn't really lock in too well and they can sort of fall in different directions. So I like to have a square rod that goes in and really locks into piece. Even if there was no rods in there or those pegs, you could probably put a magnet in the feet with those pegs and make it lock better. But I always like to take the extra step and make sure stuff doesn't lock up on anything. So that's what I did with that. Now as far as paintwork goes, pretty straightforward. I did a base red on him, and I had a mahogany brown that I put on him as well, and I sort of blended that out a lot. And I asked him, I said, do you want to break up the reds? Like, do you want the red trunks and boots different? And he's like, no, pretty much you want everything the same. So I did just change up the belt, only the same bright reds for the flags. I figured at least just a little bit of a breakup, nothing too crazy. I did Alclad pale gold on the chest. I had to this was the hardest part. This whole entire line, every symbol was really the hardest part of the whole item. The second hardest part was doing all the white trim. You just had to pretty much go in there and kind of rebuild it as best as I could. The chain was fairly easy, just kind of had to, dry brush, not dry brush, but kind of go in there. The blues were fairly easy, but what I had to, you mask it off. And then the hair, I didn't want to do a bright yellow hair. I did a little bit of I guess a mustard yellow hair on him, just to kind of make sure I didn't go too crazy with it. And that is pretty much it, pretty straightforward. The baton, same thing with the chest and everything. And as far as the base goes, I figured because he's such a dark red type of a character, I didn't want to fight the base with him. You could put like a yellow symbol down here, or a big white symbol, and I think it would pull your eye down here too much, because the only highlighted areas up here is like his chest and his hair and stuff. So if you make this base too bright, your eyes come down in this direction. So basically all I did is I did a universal black from Duplicolor auto paint. And once that was done, I masked off this lion symbol, and I misted a a bronze, Warlock bronze from Citadel Paints. And then I did a little bit of a dry brushing of that on this bottom edge here, just to kind of give it a little bit of a rust look down there. Just to kind of, you get the symbol there, but it doesn't really pop out that much. Other than that, that is it. Pretty straightforward, fun kit. Definitely a character, you know, people could kind of finish up that Bowen collection and finish up teams. That's kind of what I like what he's doing, is he really, you know, he's kind of like, I think Bowen is kind of a, you know, it was a great era for collectors because it was in a very good scale, and he made variations of characters like crazy and characters that would never ever be made. So there's still a lot of characters to be made, and characters like this could kind of fill out a lot of teams and favorite teams, and you know, those characters that would never be made. So this is kind of cool. It's kind of fun to still see this Bowen Designs era 1/6 scales still being made, so people could kind of fill out teams and fill out their collection. So that's the cool thing about the hobby. So even though Bowen's kind of like gone, people are still kind of getting in there and really taking things to a new level and building that stuff out. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.